Hi, welcome to the second episode of Parenting. In the earlier episode, we saw how, in the name of love, we actually decide and dictate our child's life like a prescripted movie without even understanding what they like or dislike. In this particular episode, we are going to see about how our children absorb our emotional energy. Children always want to be seen, accepted, and validated by their parents. I was recently on a journey with my wife, and my wife asked me a question that really shook me. She asked me about certain characteristics that she didn't like in me, and she asked from where did I pick those characteristics from my dad or from my mom. Then I started slowly to reflect. I started to list down all my characteristics, and I started to look at from where actually I absorbed those characteristics. To my surprise, almost 95% of the characteristics which I've listed down was either absorbed from my dad or from my mom. So, as parents, if we are not conscious, then we will allow our children to absorb all our characteristics and thus robbing them from being their true, authentic self. Children are like sponges. They completely absorb our characteristics and energy. So we have to be highly conscious about it. They see how we react to situations. They see how we respond to pain. They see how we tackle fears. They absorb how we eat, sleep, and drink. They completely absorb all our characteristics. So if we are not conscious about what we do every day, then our children will be absorbing all our energy and characteristics and thus robbing them of being their true self. Every child wishes to be seen, accepted, and validated by their parents. Recently, my son came running to me asking whether he can buy a gift for his birthday. And I gave a go ahead, and he went into Amazon and searched for different products. He came to me after a while and showed me football boots and asked me whether he can buy those products. He knew that I want him to really improve and work on his football skills. And I was so happy, and I said, you can go ahead buying that particular product. And immediately he scrolled the page and he showed another product which was a toy gun, and he asked me whether he can actually buy that toy gun as well. And that's when I realized he actually wanted to buy this toy gun and not the boots. Fearing that I might not agree to it, he actually showed me the boots first and then the toy gun. So that actually opened my eyes. The more the control that you want to bring on your children, the more they will lose their authentic self, and they will try to pretend and act as someone which they are not truly. So as parents, my sincere advice is don't force your agendas on your children. We have to understand that we don't live life, we live patterns. If we were actually robbed of being our true authentic self, then it is now the turn of our children. We have to first understand the patterns we actually came across when we were a child. How pain was processed at our home, how feelings was actually shared then, how happiness was actually exhibited in our family. Whether we were given a sense of abundance or scarcity. It is very important for us to understand all these patterns. If we understand this particular blueprint, we will not pass on these patterns to our children. The patterns that we actually have come across have now shaped our parenthood in a totally different way. So please understand this blueprint and make sure that you don't pass on the same patterns to your children and allow them to be their true, authentic self. Thank you.